We're through the worst of the shear now. I'm getting a better reading on the planet. There are 8 warp-capable ships in orbit. Configuration unknown. Several shuttles on the surface as well.
The zone is preventing the distress call from reaching the planet.
Lucky we were in the neighborhood.
Sensors can't penetrate the ship's hull. What about a betazoid scan?
A married couple. Both doctors. Their names are Panos and Oculus. They're studying the zone. Panos forgot their anniversary yesterday, and Oculus isn't happy.
We're going to have to dock.
Hang on. I've never done this before. Relax.
Dr. Panos, Dr. Oculus.
Who are you?
I'm Lieutenant Commander Roden Evan of the Federation starship Odyssey. We picked up your distress call.
You're not one of us.
Nor are they Arcan.
We have to get you off the ship.
Not before I transfer the data.
The singularity clouds have been our life's work.
Our engines were destroyed trying to escape from the cloud's expansion.
Structural integrity failing.
Now it's time to go.
Not a moment before he's ready.
We can allow you both to perish.
We do not have enough time to get to the shuttle and detach.
Panos, now!
That works.
Let's go.
He's heavier than he looks.
Hatch closed.
Hang on.
Impulse manifolds damaged. New singularities forming between us and Odyssey.
I'm gonna make a run for the planet.
Royce to Odyssey. We can't get to you. Attempting to land. Repeat, we're making an emergency landing on the surface of the planet.
Stand by for a hard landing.
Definitely never done this before.
I'll work.
There are more pressing matters.
Oh.
Dottie's out with a concussion. She'll come around with a nice headache. How's everyone else?
We are well.
Shuttle status to Laura?
Restarting primary systems.
I'm sorry we didn't have time for formal introductions. That's Sub-Commander Talora, my unconscious Chief of Security, Lieutenant Stati. We're from another galaxy. We weren't expecting to find other humans in Andromeda.
We're not human.
They're Calvin.
Well, how do you know us? Did Minister Malenko send you to rescue us?
Lieutenant Stati is a telepath, but we picked up a Federation distress signal. How did you get Starfleet encryption codes?
The Arcan are unfamiliar with Starfleet encryption codes. They're too old. Our ancestors brought them back from a scouting trip in another galaxy.
It would appear our ancestors may have known one another. Friend or foe?
More Calvins.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Locale, no!
Neutralize.
They're human. They're Starfleet. They rescued us and they saved our research.
Our refuge on this planet is at an end. We do not have time for visitors. Minister Malonto will decide their fate at the village.
Royce into Odyssey. An emergency surface of the planet.
We need impulse power.
Sir, sensors detect 2 Arcan cruisers headed this way.
ETA?
1 hour, 40 minutes.
And the witnesses?
Neutralized.
Go. Neutralized. Such a gentle euphemism for murder.
Several of the documents detailed in the arrest warrant were recovered, sir. They are in the forensics lab for examination.
See to it that your men do not read his literature. The Grand Mahjong would consider reading such blasphemy as treasonous as writing it.
Understood, General.
Dismissed.
So, Kelvins?
All we know from Kirk's encounter is that they came from Andromeda and were highly advanced.
Clearly.
But Kelvins are shapeshifters who only assumed human form in order to adapt to our galaxy.
They either adapted too well, or too poorly. Stadi's telepathy would be beneficial right now.
So would a knife. That guard. Call him over. Maybe we can reason with him.
On Romulus, only dogs beg.
Commander, I have yet to hear a good idea from you since we left the ship.
Your commands have made such a feat impossible.
You think we should have destroyed those 2 ships?
You don't take your heel off your enemy's neck just because it will bloody your boot.
I am not going to pick a fight with a superior force just to prove a point. This is about survival, Talora.
Survival? Survival is the elimination of all threats.
What do you know about the clouds?
They're propagating throughout Andromeda.
The clouds are the result of the Archon's gravity-based weapons. They use them to destroy the systems we attempt to inhabit.
We've seen no evidence to suggest the Archon weapons have anything to do with the SFCs.
Why are you humanoid?
The Archon used a biological weapon of monstrous design. Those it didn't kill immediately were trapped in human shells. We are easier to kill in this form.
Indeed. Instead of a genocide, they killed our identity.
The encryption codes you use. We've developed new ones in the last 100 years. We can help each other.
With the research we helped Dr. Panos recover, perhaps the singularities can be stopped once and for all.
Minister, you already heard Atlas and Panos plead for their lives. Is it really necessary to hear them do it?
My morality has gotten the best of me, Commander. It is clear you risked your lives to rescue our own. You are not our enemy. You may leave.
In the formation zone.
As we have done before, we will uproot, ascend, and find a new home.
We can help you.
We do not accept help.
Panos and Atlas will escort you to your shuttle. Accept our gratitude and descend.
Arrested.
Restoring shuttle functions.
You saved my life's work.
When the Archon are destroyed, we won't have to worry about relocation ever again.
But if we can discover the cause of the singularities, we won't have to blame the Archon, and we won't have a thirst for revenge. We can start to rebuild our civilization again.
He's forever hopeful.
What the hell?
Explain what is happening.
Computer, this is Lieutenant Commander Ro Nevin. I acknowledge the Omega Directive. Relinquish computer controls authorization Ro Zeta 785.
Security clearance level 3 or above is required to access files.
The computer has detected the Omega molecule somewhere on the surface of the planet. We won't be able to regain shuttle controls until it's been destroyed.
How can the Omega be here? The Kelvins haven't possessed the Omega in decades.
Dr. Oculus knows where it is.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oculus, where is it? Omega must be destroyed.
Omega is the only thing keeping us alive.
That's not all, sir. They have a stable Omega reaction device here on the planet. I could tell Locale was hiding something, I just didn't know what. That's why they want us to leave. They don't want anyone to know that they have a stable Omega power source here. You just thought it. Telepath, remember?
Take us to this Omega device. or he dies.
Nevin!
I'll take you.
Stoddy remained here. Try to get the computer online.